In my life, I have gone on every diet known to mankind that's a healthy diet, that's not a diet of extreme measure, like eating powdered food, like my dear brother, or eating no food at all, or eating only beef for 2 years. I mean, there's so many extreme eating programs out there. I don't do any of that. Like probably the most extreme thing I ever did was going on the Atkins diet, which is now something else. But the Atkins diet in my day was you eat protein and dairy along with vegetables for 2 weeks, and then you build in fruits and maybe a little grain, but not for a while. I mean, that was the most extreme thing I did. The diet that works the best with me is the Kim Kardashian diet. Now, the Kim Kardashian diet I read about several years ago, and it made perfect sense for me because until I read that, I couldn't put any food in my house. If I put any contraband food in my house, I would indiscriminately eat it at night as if I was sleepwalking. And then all of a sudden, when I'm done with the entire gallon of ice cream or the entire cake or whatever huge amount of contraband food I ate, then I would come to my senses and say, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Until the Kim Kardashian diet saved my life. So Kim is known for treating her body well, no drugs whatsoever. Maybe she has a glass of champagne here and there, but I don't think this woman gets drunk. But she needs to keep her voluptuous butt moving forward iconically in photographs. Oh my God, she's had so many beautiful photographs without butt being the primary focal point. But Kim's a beautiful woman. I love the Kardashians. I'm sorry, man. I I keep up with the Kardashians. When they first came on the air, I was there. I watched Kendall and Kylie grow up. I watched everybody go in and out of boyfriends. You know, what did Kim go through? The NFL and the NBA. I mean, this woman was, dated around. And then Kanye, who she had all the children with. Oh my God. Let's go back to her diet, though. Why is she so popular? Why is she so gorgeous? Well, part of it is the way she handles food. So here's the Kim Kardashian diet. You can have anything you want, but only a few bites. And when you've had those few bites and you want to throw it away without any option to pull it out of the trash and eat it, like Miranda Hobbs, the character, Cynthia Nixon's character on Sex and the City. So Miranda lived by herself. She was the lawyer. She lived by herself, and I think she was getting a little plump. So there was an episode where she made a cake, and then she's like, no, I can't eat this cake. And she threw the cake in the garbage. But those of us who live alone know the garbage trick. And the garbage trick is you first of all have to have nothing else in the garbage. It has to be just the garbage bag. And there has to be a bag, a white liner. And then you throw the contraband food away in such a way that you can pick it right up out of the garbage and eat it. Like maybe even if there's something in the garbage, you lay it carefully on top of whatever else is in there. And there's a bag or something under it, to protect what you're throwing away. And then you get it out of the garbage and continue eating it. But on the Kim Kardashian diet, you have poisonous liquid next to you so that you can immediately, without thinking, you have a few bites and you douse with poisonous liquid that you can't, that would kill you if you took a bite. That's the Kim Kardashian diet. So she enjoys cake, cookies, whatever, but she never eats more than a couple bites because then it goes under the heading of poisonous. Now let's play this forward. So, does Kim carry this with her everywhere she goes? How does she handle fairs and outdoor entertainment or giant events? What does she do? Well, let's just pretend Kim Kardashian is going to attend the 250th anniversary of the United States in front of the White House or on the Washington Mall, around the in the Washington, D.C. area. So what if she attended that? Would she need to bring her poisonous liquid? Well, actually, no, because I'd like to read you an excerpt from an article I read yesterday titled, and this is about the 250th fair. It's called a fair, an Americana fair. No corn dogs? The Great American State Fair threatens to disappoint. Well, it talks about, it goes into the politics of it, but we don't do politics here. We just do the politics of food. So let me get to that portion. There are whiffs. Now, it was not well attended, unfortunately, not well attended. But here we start with the food. There are whiffs of genuine Americana on the mall, colon, a large Ferris wheel, a rodeo, and multiple stages hosting music and talks. Okay, that sounds good. Where are the food booths? But there are no life-size butter cows or livestock shows, tractor pulls, or corn dogs, a classic deep fried snack. And then it goes into more politics. And the last entry about food is not a funnel cake, corn dog, bucket lemonade, whatever that is, or fried Snickers in sight. A local politician made comment. So Kim would do fine if she went to the 250th anniversary Americana Fair, wouldn't she? She wouldn't have to bring this at all. But I'm telling you, those of us who have to be careful about what we eat, and my weight has been up, it's been down, I'm right in the middle right now. And as people age, they get smaller. So I'm looking at myself, hopefully getting smaller shortly. Until that happens, I am never without my poisonous liquid. But honestly, I don't bring it home. I really, really don't. So when we go out, those of us who have issues with food, just being out in public kind of regulates us. We're all excited about being with people and walking around and burning the calories. So we can have a funnel cake. It's okay. Now, when I have a funnel cake at a fair, I don't eat the whole thing. And I don't get whipped cream. No, I'm totally old school, just powdered sugar. But if the fresh fruit looks really sweet, if the strawberries look delectable, I will consider putting a little bit of fresh fruit on the powdered sugar on the funnel cake. Otherwise, I just go with powdered sugar. I don't want the whipped cream or all that other ice cream. No. Ooh, ice cream. Okay, I might have to make an exception for ice cream. I just might have to do that. So we're coming into the July 4th holiday. Today is July 1st. And Saturday, this is Wednesday, July 1st. Saturday is July 4th. I'm actually going with my friend Kathy to some bumfuck city that I've never heard of. I don't even think it's on the map, but this is where a bunch of her cousins live. I'm honored to be invited. Honored, I tell you. But we have to bring our own food. Oh, isn't that great? Now we get to control our food. So we were talking about, well, what are we going to bring? And I don't want any beef. I don't want a steak. I don't want a hamburger. Like normally, I like the ham dog. The ham dog is half hamburger, half hot dog in a hamburger bun. So you slice the hot dog in half and fold it out so it's flat. It goes on top of the hamburger, and then you can have cheese, whatever you want. but it's only in one bun. So you are cutting down on the calories in the bread. And then what I do is I kind of peel the bread off as I eat. So I'm getting mostly protein and less bread. It's the way have calorie control in that regard. So there is going to be a cookout because Kathy wanted to bring a steak and she wanted to know if she could get one for me. And I said, no, I think I want to be self-contained. I don't want anybody to have to prepare anything for me. I want my food in a box, already cooked, ready to go, that I could maybe even snack on the way out. But that's the way I'm controlling things. And of course, I'm going to bring stuff for everybody else. In fact, I went to Trader Joe's this morning, and because it's the holiday and it'll be a cookout, I got the dill pickle potato chips. That's one of the things I'm bringing with me to the cookout, along with the dill pickle mustard. Now, these are two exquisite things. 2 years ago, when I went back to Pittsburgh to be with my sister for the 4th of July, I did the same thing. I brought the dill pickle potato chips and the dill pickle mustard, but in the airport, I mean, who knew? They took the mustard away from me because it was over whatever the minimum number of ounces are, the maximum number of ounces are that you can't go over. I mean, come on, folks, this is ridiculous. So I just bought more when I was in Pittsburgh and they have Trader Joe's, and I bought the dill. So I brought the mustard and the potato chips with me to that cookout. They were a hit. They were an absolute hit. I was like the toast of the barbecue. So I'm thinking that I'm going to be the toast of the barbecue on Saturday with Kathy. I might even bake my famous peanut butter Giardelli milk chocolate chips. But you know what? They're up to like $10 a bag now. I have to find another cookie. But those cookies, I brought them to the Knights of Columbus picnic several years ago at the Hollywood Bowl on July 3rd when I went with Guadalupe. I contributed to the picnic buffet. Those cookies were a major hit. And why are those cookies a hit? They are a hit because I undercook them 2 minutes. They stay moist and chewy. And of course, I use the extra large Giardelli milk chocolate chips. I mean, these are just little tips in baking, but do I keep them in my house? You better believe I don't. I have learned my lesson. So that's what I want to share with you. We're going into another holiday. You may want to regulate your eating, so never be without poisonous liquid at your side, even though there might not be a fried Snickers in sight. Happy 4th.